Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw, and we are preparing for a Weather Authority alert day tomorrow, given the fact we're going to have a highly impactful winter storm come through our area. Temperatures this morning in the 30s with mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few peaks of light in parts of Wytheville and maybe even Blacksburg. But it's going to be a relatively overcast day as we start to see more of that moisture within the atmosphere move into our area in advance of tomorrow. What we're expecting with this threat for tomorrow is some potentially significant snowfall as well as quite a bit of ice. Going to make for some treacherous travel conditions throughout our region. One other thing, though, we're going to have to monitor is that long-term flood risk, just given the fact that all this moisture already within the area is going to have an impact on what we're seeing here later this week in the form of potentially a little bit of flooding throughout the area. Overall setup with this system, so let's go through this real quick because there's two factors that are leading to this risk that we have tomorrow. You see this white line that I drew on this map? Now that's kind of the border of our cold air wedge that's in place, wedged behind the mountains coming from the north. So while we'll have warmer temperatures down further to the south, parts of Atlanta, up into the Carolinas, and even kind of the southern Ohio River Valley, we're going to be about freezing, if not slightly below. That combined with that subtropical jet stream that's bringing up that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, that's what's going to end up fueling this storm system as it comes through our area. Several winter weather alerts in effect throughout the state of Virginia. The entirety of our viewing area under a winter storm warning in preparation for tomorrow, with those warnings extended further to the east in parts of central Virginia as well. Let's time it out for you with Futurecast. By about 2 to 3 a.m., you're going to start to see the first snowflakes of the day in parts of the New River Valley and the Roanoke Valley. But snow really ramps up by the time we get to about the 6 to 8 a.m. hour. And then throughout the day, it's going to pretty much remain in place until late in the evening. That's when we start to see more of the wintry mix come into the area, and that's going to last seemingly overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. After that exits, you start to notice we get a little bit warmer, and that's what's going to lead to more rain in the area than any winter precipitation, hence that long-term flooding risk we're monitoring. As for how much snow we end up seeing, now it's going to be enough regardless however much we end up with to be impactful throughout the area, and it's going to be impactful in the sense that you definitely want to be paying attention to what's going to happen. But regardless, whether you get 3 inches or if you get 6 inches, it's going to have a pretty similar impact given the fact that it's still going to be a lot of ice, a lot of rain later on this week, as well as that snow. So travel conditions certainly going to be impactful, and there's certainly going to be ones that you want to be careful if you're heading out on the roads for whatever reason. You don't want to, but if you have to, just be safe about it. As for the next 7 days, we're going to see quite a bit of rainfall Wednesday and into Thursday for a brief break on Friday. And then during the weekend, looks like it's going to be another soaking weekend with temperatures in the 40s.